Grand Rising, everyone. Okay, so it is the 4th of July, and we do have some Canadian and international members on here. And to be honest with you, since I have grown in my spirituality, I don't really practice these holidays if you really look into the meaning of it. So I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, just a realistic Rita. So, that's just how I perceive these holidays now. So everybody's sleeping in, which is great because these days are the one thing that's great is like people take those days to rest. They don't have to work. And for that, I'm grateful for all the people that get the day off. I, however, do not. I will be working today, but that's okay. We have 4 people on live, which is amazing. So the power of 4 on the 4th of July. So let's close our eyes. Let's take a deep inhale. Deep exhale. So important to just take these nice deep breaths, connecting with Mother Earth, connecting with our spiritual guides, our ancestors, God. We just want to clear out our minds in this space, focusing on nothing but our breathing. Relaxing our bodies, falling into the rhythm of the breathing. Just relaxing. Feel it coming down your shoulders, down your sides, down your legs. Now let's release our egos. We're not going to judge anything in this space, what we see, what we hear, what we feel. We're going to take a nice little visit to our Akashic records today. This is our soul's library, our past lives, our current life, all of our future possibilities. And take a nice little journey. Let's go up into the stars. Oh, my head is tingling already. Go up into the stars. It's dark blue. Look around. All you can see are stars everywhere. Before we go in, I want you to see a mirror in front of you. Look at your reflection right now. How do you see yourself? What age are you? How do you feel when you see this reflection? Sit with this for a second. This is the age they want you to reflect on. Now, when we go into the records, when we go into the library, you're going to step in at the age of the reflection that you see. You're going to be seeing it from that perspective. Do not judge anything. Don't force anything. Whatever you see is what you see. Now there's a door that appeared in front of you. This is a library. What does it look like? What does the outside of this building look like to you? How big is it? How small is it? How tall? How short? Is it bright? Is it brick? Does it have landscaping? Is it plain? Just observe for a second. Now let's go inside. What does it look like? Where do you see yourself going? Just walk around for a minute. Do you hear anything? They want me to remain quiet as you observe and walk through your library from the perspective of the age that you saw in the mirror outside. Just walk through. Do not judge anything. You may hear something in your head, you may not. Let's walk through now. While we're in this space, ask your guides, your ancestors, what is the purpose of showing me this? How is this supposed to help me? What am I supposed to do with this information? Now ask and observe. Okay. Say thank you. If you need to come back and revisit this space, please do so. And being told it's okay to step out. Keeping with us any and all information of the highest vibration only. Removing any fear and any negative ties. Does not belong here or with us. Let's step out. Close the door. Thank you to our guides. Thank you to Archangel Metatron for helping guide us through these records. Slowly bring your awareness back down to the third dimension. Bringing awareness back to our fingers, to our toes. Deep breath in and out. A nice stretch. Wow. All right. That was an interesting little journey today. I am going to share what I saw because this was the first time my library is always, I've never seen the outside of the building. It's usually just a door that drops down. They've never asked me to look at the outside of the building, and mine was very dreary. There was no landscaping. Some trim started to appear, but that was it. And then it stopped. It stayed like brick. But this was the interesting part. Usually when I walk in, it's very like a dark red color, not a lot of light, like very old school, which you would think like a Harry Potter library to look like. This time it was very clean. It didn't even look like a library. It was almost like this sterile office environment. And so I'm walking around. Oh, and I was like around the age of 5 or 6. Like I was like 13, and then it shot back even further to about 5 or 6. So I'm walking in as this 5 or 6 year old, and I'm looking, and I was like, okay. So then when they ask what the purpose is, I was like, okay, what's the purpose of showing me this? Esme, one of my guides, showed up. She's like this gypsy red hair. She wears like this tie and earrings. And she was like, this is the future, my dear. And I was like, okay, but what's the point? Like, what's the point of showing me this? She's like, this is where the world is going. Like, we're going to be sterile. Like, it's going towards like sterility, and like where everything's going to have to be like that. And like the ecosystems are going to totally be ruined. Like, I don't know how far into the future, but not in this life. I know that not where none of us in this life is going to see this, but it's like, it was crazy. Like if you want to be on grass or see grass, you have to go into like this bubble, like they're preserving like the grass. It was so like sci-fi and crazy. And I'm not into like sci-fi and things like that. So that was yeah, a really crazy vision that I was just shown into the future like that. And then also my library, like I said, it didn't even look like a library. It was more like a office thing. So I don't know if anybody else wants to share, but if not, that's okay too. It is 6:20 in the morning. But I do like to share mine when I get some pretty crazy things, and I want this on record too. If this is ever found years from now, buried somewhere on the long lost web, just know I called it in 2023. So it is on record. I did say the aliens were coming 2 years ago, and now here we are with all these reports on CNN about aliens coming. And I said it. I said, don't be scared. After COVID, they were gonna cue the aliens. Let's bring in more fear. Don't even buy into it. I love you guys. Please enjoy this day off. If anybody has the day off, you know, Honor your space, honor your body, be kind, be loved. I love you all. And I'll see you mañana. And I know it's barbecue day, but it's also Taco Tuesday, so eat tacos. I'll be eating tacos instead. I love you all. Have a great day.